Hey there, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. If you're new to the channel, my name's Josiah and I trade stocks and cryptocurrencies for a living. Man, we killed it yesterday. Everything we bought just turned to gold and just had an absolutely amazing day. Let's keep up the momentum. So, I've been reading some articles out there, companies spreading fear like they always do, talking about how all these big tech companies are missing on earnings, and this means that we're having this downturn in the economy. And I don't know what they're looking at because when I look at the numbers, I still see a lot of growth in these companies. Did they maybe miss expectations? Are they slowing down a little bit? Absolutely. I don't think you can talk to anyone out there that don't believe that there's an upcoming recession. Growth is going to slow, but it does not mean that there's not money still being made. And when I look at these numbers, I still see a lot of money being made despite all the issues that we've been dealing with. So overall, when I look at these numbers, I see good things. So let's talk about what the market's doing right now and what we could see it doing as the day moves forward. So we've got the S&P down about 0.75% in the pre-market. Now, with that being said, I've got a lot of stocks looking red in the pre-market, but we had a pretty good run up yesterday. Now, I do see some stocks that I think could have some good potential, and one of which we sold yesterday, and that's Google. After they come out with their earnings, they got beat up in the after hours. They've been beat up in the pre-market. They're down about 7%, and I actually picked up a position at $98 because looking at the report, I just don't believe they should be down 7%. Now, on the other hand, they have kind of run up. So a 7% retracement does put us back down to around where we was before the run up. But at $98, I still believe we could get a little bit of a pop. I see an easy 2 or 3% in this. So I like the looks of it. I picked up a position. If it does start to fall a little bit more, then I may go ahead and tap out and catch it down at a lower price. I love to get Google down around $92, $93. I think that would be it falling all the way back and having a lot of room to run. And could it fall lower than that? Absolutely. I could see a $90 Google. In fact, over at Stocks with Josh, he did a video here a while back I thought was really good charting out Google. I'm not the best chart guy in the world, but he did a really good analysis on Google and how it could fall all the way to $90. And that was back when it was trading in the 105, 110 range, and everyone said there's no way it would get to that. And yet, here we are. But I do think for today, $98 Google can make me some money. So I did pick some up in the pre-market already. Let's talk IMPP. Now, IMPP, they absolutely killed on earnings. Up over 300% from this time last year. Just absolutely knocked it out of the park. And they've been having a great week so far. With that being said, they've pulled back. They're down in the pre-market about 5%. And I did pick some up at 39.5 cents. Now, the hype could be over. We could be falling and getting back into that maybe 35 to 40 cent range or even below. However, right now we're still showing strength, and I wanted to get in at 39.5 cents. I felt if we pop back up, 41, 42 cents, quick, profitable ROI for us. And I thought that was a good position. If it doesn't, then I'll go ahead and average down when it gets down around 36. And if we start breaking that level, then I may end up having to take a loss. We've made so much money on it. Every once in a while, you have to take a loss. But I do want some skin in the game because if we pop up, it's going to have great returns. And I do believe that the odds in that are higher than it going down at this point. Now, I also wanted to point out that we've kind of got an interesting day set up. Normally, I kind of talk about how I see the day going. And I'm just not sure because Looking at Hong Kong markets closed up. They did well overnight. We have Bitcoin and everything absolutely running up, and yet we're showing red in the pre-market. Normally when I see things like the crypto markets and the Hong Kong markets doing really well, I expect the market to do really well also. So could the market just be faking us out, trying to shake out people? You know, these articles coming out trying to spread fear. Pre-market's down. Try to shake out some weak hands before the market rallies for the day. Could be what we're looking at. Time will tell. Like I said, I did pick up those 2 positions. If the market pulls back, great. We'll find some buying opportunities. We'll look for something that's getting beat up that we can get into. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on Coinbase. If the market was to fall today, we've made a killing on Coinbase. So absolutely, if that falls back down, I'm going to be picking up a position. And depending on how the market's falling, my first sort of price target's going to be right around $68. And then if it falls on down to around $66, $65, I'll look at taking a position there. And then, of course, ultimately, about $62 is that, kind of best price position. I don't look for us to fall to that today by no means. In fact, we are down a little bit on the day. And looking at the crypto markets, I actually may take a position in Coinbase right where we're at. We're sitting just under $75, which is high. That's higher than where I sold it at yesterday. Excuse me. However, with that being said, right now we've got Bitcoin up over 2% on the day. All the cryptos are running, and with this kind of movement, we've got Bitcoin back up over 20,000. We're at 20,500. With this kind of movement, we could see Coinbase continuing on up to around the $80 mark. So in all honesty, I may take a position in coin this morning. Now I'll be watching it very closely. If the market's open, start showing some weakness, I will sell out of it quick and be ready for it down around that $68 mark. However, if it shows strength, we had a big pump yesterday and Bitcoin is still running, we could see this run to 80, and I would want a piece of that. So keep in mind that it could go either way, and you're going to have to be watching it if you get in on Coinbase. But there could be potential there, and actually I think I'm going to play that as well. So that is what I got for you. Those are the stocks I want you to check out, see if they make sense for you. If you're not trading, please subscribe to this channel. Get yourself the Webull Trading app. Link is always in the descriptions below every one of my videos. Get yourself the Webull Trading app. At the very least, get on here and start paper trading. Start following along. The stock market is the closest thing that the average man has to a money printing machine, and that there is a lot of money to be made, and you can get your piece. It's not that difficult. A lot of people try to scare you out and tell you that it's rigged and all this stuff here. You just have to know the rules, and that's what I'm here for, to teach you the rules. So let's get it. Let's make some money together. Until next time, be blessed, and remember, never trade with your emotions. Always trade by the numbers.